Barkley knocked it down with his glove as it bounced high in the air. Smith got away from Fontanetto's heavy check, and he went sprawling.
Blasted right in front. The puck is rolling. A shot.
Well, we're off another Friday. Game tomorrow. Can't wait. Tampa Bay and Ottawa. They're playing well. Tampa Bay is playing really well. So it should be good.
There are commutes, and then there's this. The trip Bob Cole has made nearly every week of the National Hockey League season for the better part of 5 decades. St. John's, Newfoundland is 3 hours by air from the closest NHL town. In winter, travel is complicated by terrible weather and the occasional moose on the runway. But for someone who is so much of this distinct culture, who was 15 years old when Newfoundland joined Confederation, who represented the province in the Brier and competed in the Royal St. John's Regatta, Bob Cole would have it no other way.
It's always exciting. It was exciting when I started, and you know, it's still exciting today. So that's quite a few years.
The story of how Cole was hired to do play-by-play on Hockey Night in Canada, the most coveted job in Canadian sports broadcasting, is like a fairy tale that begins with a crazy what-the-heck decision.
I made an audition tape of our local game, and I walked into Foster Hewitt's office in Toronto, and the lady said, "Do you have an interview scheduled with Mr. Hewitt?" And I said, "Oh no, I just want to leave this." And she said, "Well, wait a minute, come with me. Mr. Hewitt will see you." I pretty well passed out on my feet walking in. Put it on, he listened to it. Okay, that's enough, and went back into his office and talked for an hour. Remember that day forever.
Cole's first big game behind the mic turned out to be one for the ages.
My very first game happened to go to 2 overtimes. I was nervous enough before they dropped the puck for the first period, and now they were tied after 3 semifinals in Boston. Beliveau got the goal.
Beliveau going in. Beliveau! He scores! Big Beliveau!
Beautiful Beliveau goal. The only overtime goal he ever scored in his career, I learned later.
For all of his accomplishments and all of the accolades, Bob Cole still harbors one major regret, though it has nothing to do with hockey.
Frank comes along and he stopped right by me, Frank Sinatra. He had to lean across and he looked at me with those blue eyes, and they are really blue, by the way. They're really in person. I choked. I didn't move. I didn't put my hand out, nothing. Didn't say thank you, nothing. I'll take that to my grave. I didn't. I choked. Saturday night in Tampa Bay, it's a big night. Just meeting old acquaintances for a half hour or so, then upstairs to get ready on the booth.
Tampa Bay trying to win 3 in a row at home. Let's go upstairs to Greg Millen and Mr. Bob Cole.
Atlantic Division matchup tonight. Tampa Bay is just 1 point out of first overall. 2-on-1 led by Stamkos. Score! And the crowd applauding their team's victory tonight over the Senators of Ottawa.
Another one down. Good night, everybody.
Every one of us has our favorite Bob Cole call. But for him, one game in particular stands out.
The Salt Lake City Joe Sakic goal. The moment was big, and the U.S. was playing Canada, and Canada hasn't won a gold medal in 50 years, and here we are. And then Joe Sakic takes off, and I just was kind of with him, and it's Joe Sakic, and he scores. It was a great moment, you know. So there have been a lot of moments, of course, but Wayne was in a lot of them.
They score! Gretzky scores!
A lot of them, Steve.
Bob Cole has been the English voice of hockey for a generation. he has provided the soundtrack for some of the most memorable moments in the modern history of the game.
If longevity is a key word or an example of doing good work, then Cole's the winner, and he may be as good a play-by-play announcer that Hockey Night in Canada's ever had.
Yeah, I know when I can't do it. When I don't get butterflies like I do now.
And the place goes crazy!
Oh, this is heaven for me. This is it.